What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Bandai of America Power Rangers Legacy Collection Alpha 5 from the new Power Rangers movie. We do have Alpha in the packaging, as well as his Build-A-Figure piece for the new Megazord. A little disappointed on the packaging that it's a Red Ranger. We don't have an actual image of Alpha 5 right here. A little bummed out, but there's really not much I can do about the packaging. On the back, we don't have a read-up of Alpha or the Power Rangers. We do have the completed image of the Megazord here, as well as the other figures of the line, which include the Red Ranger, the Pink Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, the Black Ranger, and of course, Alpha 5. So really looking forward to getting this guy out. He looks really interesting, so what we're going to do is take a little break, get him opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. And here we have Alpha 5 posing out of the packaging. Before we get on to Alpha, let's actually show off his one and only accessory, which is the main body of the Megazord. And I have to say, I'm still not looking forward to it. However, I will give credit where credit is due. It does have really nice paint apps. Maybe my, ideas will change when we get it all put together, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Moving that off to the side. And so here we have Alpha posed, and he doesn't come with any accessories, although I really don't know what accessories you would give Alpha, especially this Alpha, because I haven't seen the movie. But I'll say this, he is both one of the best and worst figures of the entire line, and it's really hard to explain that, so we'll actually just run down some of the key things to note about this figure. One of the good things is, he is really nicely sculpted. Like all the other Power Rangers figures of this line, he has a lot of sculpting detail. And I'm actually going to show that off right now. Let's actually just go on to his detail. It's a little awkward with his head showing the detail off, but let's see if we can't show that off really fast. Here we do have Alpha's head, and you can see it's really alien and creepy looking. I kind of like it. You can see he does have some designs right here, and this isn't just painted, it's actually sculpted on his eye, so that's really cool. Paint is really well done on these. I think Bandai did a phenomenal job painting these guys, because I don't see too many paint errors on them. You can see his neck also. It's organic looking, which is really alien in nature, so I really do like that. And then we go on to his main detail, which is his torso. He is molded in this gray plastic with the reds painted, but it looks nice. I do like the shade of red they use. It's almost like that same cranberry that we saw with the Red Ranger. Although I haven't seen too many stills of Alpha, so I don't know exactly how much paint he should have and how much he shouldn't. So it's really, I don't know at this particular moment. But he does look nice, and it does bring out one issue, that he is just this one solid color of plastic. He is not at all painted, and from a distance, it's not too bad. You can still see some details on him, but I kind of feel like he needed a wash on him, like a wash effect or just something to help bring out the details, and I think that's where this line suffers the most. And in case you're wondering how big he is, let's actually stand him up right there really fast, and we'll bring out one of the Power Rangers so we can compare him really fast, so just give me one moment. And so here we have him posed next to Jason, and as you can see, Jason is taller than him, which is, I think this is accurate for the movie. I don't know, I haven't seen too many images of Alpha posed next to one of the Rangers, so I don't know if the scaling is right here, but it does look right. Moving Jason off to the side. Let's actually go on to Alpha's articulation, because this is probably where the figure suffers the most, and it's mainly due to his articulation. Now, probably one of the best parts of his articulation is his head. He has a really nice ball joint in the head. He can look up really well, down really well, tilt his head off to one side, tilt it off to another, spin. You can see all this nice movement on it. Can do a full 360 if you wanted to. So just really good movement on the head. We go on to his arms, and they're on a ball hinge joint that would go out. They actually go up, all the way up if you really wanted them to, but they do go out all the way. They do a full 360. You do have to kind of avoid the head, but it's not too big of an issue. He has no bicep swivel, which is kind of unfortunate. Like maybe giving him a elbow or bicep cut right here in the elbow would have worked. But we do have a hinge in his elbow. And then we go into his wrist, and it does appear that he has a ball joint in the wrist. I don't know if you can see that, but he does have a hinge inward, outward, back and forth. And if we pull that off, it's just a regular mushroom joint, so I don't know how it's actually doing that. Because it's actually on both sides, you can see. He has really a fair bit of articulation here, and I don't know if it's supposed to move like that or not. He has no articulation in the waist, however his legs do go out, only to about that far because of the way they're sculpted. They go forward and back. He does have a thigh swivel, which is kind of strange because you really can't use it that well. And I guess it's just to help move his leg from butting up against the plastic. So I guess aesthetically it does work because you can get it out of the way. If his leg couldn't swivel, you'd be rubbing this joint up against the plastic. So rotating it does help with movement. So that's pretty good. He has a single joint in the knee, which actually, I don't know how it's supposed to be, if it's supposed to be like that or all the way forward, but he can do that, and that just makes the figure a little unstable. And then same thing at the feet. He has the same mushroom joint, but it kind of acts like a ball joint too. So we do get some swivel up and down, side to side, some rocker angle on him. So overall, he is a pretty nice little figure. Not the greatest, but he does have a lot of articulation for what we have. But anyway, that's Alpha 5 for you. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Alpha posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do think he's a really nice figure. He does have a few issues in terms of articulation, but as far as paint apps goes, he's actually one of the better figures. I do have a few paint blemishes right here on the arm, but it's really not that noticeable, especially from a distance. And as he stands, he's a really neat little figure, and I have to give credit where credit is due. Bandai did a really good job in this particular version of Alpha. Now, if you're looking for Alpha, he is available only in Toys R Us along with all the other movie Rangers. Is he worth the pickup? I honestly think he is. Again, collecting the movie figures, you're going to want to have Alpha just to have him with the set, but if you're thinking of passing on Alpha just because you don't want him with your Rangers, I say that's actually a mistake. You're going to want to have Alpha with the Power Rangers, because he does look really nice, especially posed with them. He can be off to the side, like giving his little face palm or whatever he does. But just a really nice little figure, and do pick him up if you're collecting the Legacy Collection movie Rangers. But with that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000 saying don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews. All my other Power Ranger videos should be up at the time Alpha goes up, so be on the lookout for that. And until next time, guys, I'm KingofDragons. I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.